Hello and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive Thru. Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us today. All right, with us is Millz Young with us. Tony Brown, Big Al McMordie, Jay Briggs, Damian Sosh, and Alex Smart. And here's how they're going to line up for this evening. We've got Smart, Sosh, McMordie, Brown, Young, Briggs, and I will close this one out. All right, a lot of afternoon action in baseball, 2 preseason games, and 2 games in prime time from Major League Baseball. I have lots of picks from those. Also, we're going to take a pick in for tomorrow's preseason game as well. We had, again, limited games tonight. Also going to have a side in total for you here on this Giants and Patriots game. Usually it's one, we don't talk games about the games twice, but today we're making an exception with this limited card. So let's go ahead, let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. If I'm over at Pig Dogs, we come for a really good NFL season. I think we're ready to bring in Alex Smart right now. Alex, what's happening?
Not too bad. How's everything, Tony? Getting ready for football. We're gonna rock and roll, and we're gonna make some money for everybody this year.
That's right. Looking forward to a great football season. We're getting right into the first week of preseason. Lots of games coming up this weekend. Good card tomorrow, too. 5 games looks like on the card, so we've got lots of action. But tonight we're going to look at a game for tomorrow. Again, as I said, we only have like 2 baseball and 2 preseason games in prime time. So we're going to allow this one in for tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Time. 49ers here to host the Packers here. We've got the 49ers favored here, about 2.5, total 33.
Yeah, the Packers were disappointed in the offseason again. It seems like a repeating story, broken record. And sometimes revenge is overdone in the playoffs by some of us handicappers. But, this is a revenge scenario in some ways. And, nothing care of losing, like maybe getting the locker room to feel a little bit better about themselves. And I really expect Green Bay to, despite of, this is just a preseason game, obviously, and we're going to see a lot of rookies, and we're going to see a lot of, rust being taken off. But the bottom is that, that was an interesting game with Green Bay last year, and what did they hold them to? 212 yards. I mean, that was the fewest yards I think they were held to all season long. And the San Francisco still found a way to win. It was just one of those games. And it's something I think Green Bay has to do. It's like a nightmare scenario. So, a win here will at least add a little bit of positive energy to the Green Bay sidelines and locker room. And, it's interesting to note in the past, Green Bay has done well against NFC West opposition in preseason. They've won 5 in a row, SU and ATS. Let's make it 6 in a row and the cover here for Green Bay.
All right, Alex, is going to go with the cover here, looking for the Packers to cover the 2.5 here against the 49ers. And let's hope that they do a little better job of blocking in punt coverage, right? Blocking, remember. Actually, they need some guys that hit the weight room on that line, right? It was just a miracle how this backup was a backup running back they had in there, a linebacker who was just mauled. They just steamrolled him and got to the punter.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, it was unbelievable. Not that I had any money or any teeth in that game at all, but I mean, the bottom line is, you're just looking. I watched the game and I just, wow. And anyway, they've got to get the bad of their mouth here. Something's got to be done, and I'm willing to say that they do something about it and they try to find a way to put a motive effort in here and. Going to cover those 2.5 points. I really believe they will do it.
Ren spot revenge in a playoff loss here. The Packers plus 2.5 against the 49ers. This one to have a start time here of 8:30 Eastern Time. All right, Alex, let's take a look at Pig Dogs being for tonight. Showing great results here from last year. Top unit producer in NFL for 2021. 1,934 units of profit. That's all documented. You can verify those results going over to Alex's handicapper page over at Pig Dogs. Check them out. 2 preseason games in prime time. We also have 2 baseball and also a CFL in there. What do you have going over at Pig Dogs?
Well, we've got one NFLX game tonight. We have New England and we have the Giants going head-to-head. And I have a side call on that game here in week 1. And right making you understand why we have a wager here and why we're going to cash.
That's right, guys. I get aboard with Alex Mott over at Pick Dogs. Top unit producer in the NFL for last season. Tonight, he has an NFL exhibition play here. Sharp money, late steam side here with the Giants and Pats. So get on board with that. $34. Credit guarantee, must win or your account is credited for the amount you paid for pick credit. So get on board there with Alex Smart with his play tonight between the Pats and Giants side on his pick right now. Also, the long-term passes, that 1 month pass will get you all of Alex's premium plays for a month. It would include his Major League Baseball, the first 2 weeks here of college football, as well as all 3 weeks of NFL preseason is covered in that 1 month all sports pass. So good time to get on board with that. You could use the promo code OG15 at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Also, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Save even more money there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Have a great evening, and we'll talk with you again next week.
Yeah, good weekend, and take care. We'll see you next week for sure.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive to. Let's continue on our coverage. It's now time to welcome in Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. We does good work right up there. He'll have a pick play for us here from the game between the Reds and the Cubs. I call it the gimmick game, but let me bring in Damian right now. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, how's it going?
All right, it's going great. It's not the Orioles. It's the Reds here to face the Cubs in this one. And, of course, this one will be over Fox.
Yeah, the Reds and Cubs game here tonight played in Dyersville, Iowa. It's the Field of Dreams game. Now, these are two teams here. They're out of the playoff picture. They unloaded players here to trade deadline. Cubs are going to be sending Drew Smiley to the mound in this one. He's 4-6 in the year, 3.97 ERA. He's coming off a pretty solid outing against the Marlins where he pitched 6 2/3 innings. He didn't allow a run, and he has pretty good career numbers against the Reds, a 3.41 career ERA against Cincinnati. And he's going to be facing a team here. As I mentioned, both were pretty heavily active here in the trade deadline. The Reds, they got rid of offensive players, Brandon Drury, Tommy Pham, Tyler Naquin. Those aren't huge names. But to the Reds, they were very effective hitters. And you're seeing that now because over the last 10 games, this team is hitting just .211. The offense has really hit the slide. They're actually 5-5 over the last 10, but it's not because of their bats. They're going to be sending Nick Lodolo to the mound. Lodolo, is 3-3 in the season, 4.4 ERA. He's just 24 years old. Back in 2019, he was the number 7 pick in the draft here for the Reds, and they do expect big things from him in the future. And he's actually pitching pretty well for them right now. He's allowed just 4 earned runs in his last 3 starts, where he pitched a total of 16 2/3 innings. And just like Smiley, he's going to be facing a Cubs lineup that's struggling to hit and score as well. Cubs are just .231, hitting .231 over the last 10 games. They've been shut out 3 times in their last 10 games. Bottom line, I think runs are going to be tough to come by in this one, mainly because of some struggling offenses. And I like this game to stay under the posted total.
All right, we got Damian here going under the posted total of 9 here. Reds and Cubs in Iowa here in the Field of Dreams game. Yeah, there's one thing that really stood out to me in this one. Of course, it's I refer to the game because it's played over in Iowa, so you don't have the same ballpark configurations here. It could be a little different. But one thing that really stood out to me is, as you mentioned, with the Cubs, the lack of scoring. But more importantly, over their past 10 games, the Cubs, when they face left-handers, are hitting just .079.
Yeah, definitely not a good statistic if you're a Cubs fan there. As I said, Lodolo obviously left and he's pitching well. So, and right now the Cubs, they're struggling against right-handers as well. So either way you slice it, I like this game to stay under the total.
Under the total here from Damian here at the Cubs and the Reds from Iowa. This one will have a start time here of 7:15 Eastern time. This one is on Big Fox, by the way. Big Fox to televise it. All right, David, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. 2 from preseason football, 2 from Major League Baseball in the prime time hour. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, pretty limited card here today. I actually have one game left here on the board. It's in the NFL exhibition game between the Giants and the Patriots. And you can head on over to the website there, pick that up. Cash that in, and then hook yourself up with a long 3, 7, 30-day plan. Football right around the corner. I've got my season packages up for sale. We ended the college football season last year on a really high note. We're going to keep that going all season long. So now's the time to hop on board, guys. Get yourself a plan, and we'll make some money.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, he does have a play up there tonight. He has an NFL X Hammer up there, and that is $15. That's his $15 premium. Of course, that is credit guarantee. Must win, or this amount that you pay for it is credited in your account for more picks. That's what credit guarantee means. You get the store credit back if the play does not win. Also, the long-term passes could serve you well with a 3, 7, or a 30-day all-sports pass. You get all of Damian's premium plays for that time period to select. When you go over to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, that 1 month plan is pretty good. All of Damian's baseball, preseason football, and don't forget, the first 2 weeks of college football is in action here with that 30-day all sports pass. You can use the promo code AUG15 at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Don't forget the 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Damian, it's always great having you show. Have some great evening, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you, Tony. Talk to you soon.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive-thru. Guys, get people signed in right now. If you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome in Big Al McMordie. If I'm over at Pick Dogs, I'm bringing Al in right now. Al, how's he doing?
Doing fine. How are you, Tony?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go, Al. At 7 Eastern time tonight, we have the Red Sox at home here facing the Orioles. The Orioles, of course, the rain-out game last night. They have a day of rest in this one with the Red Sox here minus 120, total of 10.
Yeah, some of the sports books opened up at 9.5 and have moved to 10. Later in the day, all the sports books, I think, but one are currently at 10. That's really the reason why I'm taking this game under the total. If you take a look, obviously both teams have been playing high-scoring games of late. Baltimore 6-1-1 their last 8 over the total. Boston 5-1 its last 6 over the total. But when you take a look at the over-under lines for these games, none of them have been 10 runs or higher. Indeed, Baltimore's only had 5 games the entire season at 10 runs or higher, and none of these teams have had a line of 10 runs or higher in any of their last 10 games. So the fact that this line is now 10 is the primary reason why I want to take them under the total. You also take a look at the pitching matchup here. Dean Kramer against Joshua Winkowski. Both pitchers have been under pitchers for the season. Kramer's 7 of his 11 starts have gone under. Winkowski, 6 of his 10 starts have gone under the total. I'm going to look for this one also to go under.
All right, Big Al McMordie here going under total here. Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles under the total of 10. Yeah, you're looking at this one here. The Winkowski, the starter here, as you said, it's gone under in those numbers. Of course, the Orioles do have that extra day of rest here, so that may help their bullpen. We'll see how that factors in. Any data here? You've looked at any rest situations in this one, or you don't pay attention to it in baseball? No, okay.
I mean, I'll look at a starter and I'll look to see, does he overperform with rest? But that's probably the only time I'll actually look at rest.
I got you, because of course, back, but important in NBA. Not all sports. We'll look here at baseball, and Al likes the Red Sox and Orioles under total of 10, and this one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Big Al, let's take over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Showing great results here. 3,418 units of profit for 2022. Was the top unit producer over at Pick Dogs in 2021. And, of course, tonight we have 2 games here for Major League Baseball on the board. Of course, Al does not get into preseason in week 1. We'll see about week number 2. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I cashed earlier today. I've got nothing tonight. There's only 2 games left. We just talked about one of them. I cashed earlier today with the Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs against Texas. That was a nice win. So we're 24-10 our last 34. And I'll be back in action, in baseball tomorrow and Friday.
All right, Greg, you don't have no action. I won't jinx any of your in-progress game.
Like yesterday, like the Yankees yesterday. I turned it on right after I got off the show, and I saw the home runs, and that was fun.
Oh, boy, was it. All right, guys, get on board Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing the great results here for 2022. 3,418 units of profit, all documented. Of course, you look at the last 30 days, last 7 days, yesterday, showing great profit. Get on board with Big Al with the long-term passes. That's 30-day all-sports pass to get you all of his premium plays for 30 days. Baseball will look like week 2 of preseason, as well as the first 2 weeks of college football. Also, Big Al, you've been doing great work here in college football and NFL, documented for several years. And, of course, you have that pass up there as well.
Yeah, I've cashed the last 10 years. In fact, each of the last 10 years in the NFL. I've won most of the college years as well. 22 out of the last 30 seasons, college and pro combined, have been profitable. Same with basketball. 22 of the last 30 basketball seasons have been profitable, coming off a great 2021, having a great 2022. So folks can get on board. Best deal of all is to join for the 1-year special and get all the plays for 12 months in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and even some horse racing.
That's exactly right. Get that 1 year all sports pass here from Big Al. Get all of his premium plays from the sports that he handicaps. Great football, NFL, college football, all the basketball, pro and college, hockey, baseball does get involved in some of the bigger races, Triple Crown races, Breeders' Cup races, some big races here in the summer coming up. Get on board there. That 1 year all sports pass, your best value. You can save 15% right now when you use the promo code AUGA15, AUG15 at checkout. You'll save 15% off. All right, Big Al, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk with next week. But as a database guy, how do you handle this neutral site game between the Cubs and Reds, right?
On another matter, why are the Cubs and Reds doing the Field of Dreams games? Last year, we had that amazing game between the White Sox and the Yankees, one of the best games you'll ever see. And, of course, everyone wanted to watch that game. Who the hell wants to watch the Cubs against the Reds?
You knew where the Cubs were heading to, right? You knew this was going to be a rebuild, right?
I mean, you knew both teams. I mean, it just doesn't like have the Cubs play the Dodgers if you want to involve the Cubs. I understand why you want Chicago in the game because of the proximity to Iowa, but have them play the Dodgers or somebody.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense there. It would have brought a West Coast audience into it. Of course, Dodgers have fans everywhere, so that would be a great game there. Of course, the way they hit the home runs with Freeman coming over. Come on, that was a no-brainer. You're putting on a big Fox too, right? Jeez.
It's just, I don't know. Sometimes the people involved in these decisions, you just scratch your head because you've got this once a year event, and they absolutely make the game the least interesting they can do.
Yeah, they botch it up as always. Yeah. All right, Big Al, have a great night. Now we'll also catch up with you on the weekends. You contribute to the weekend shows on Pig Dogs.
Yeah, Saturday 10 a.m., Sunday 10 a.m. I'll be there. 2 days from now.
You got it. All right, Big Al, have a great night. We'll talk with you next week. Big Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. See a lot of people sign in. We got a lot more picks coming up. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to head out to Las Vegas, Nevada. Must be pretty hot out there because here in Southern California, we're hitting near triple digits now. So let's bring him in, Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Fame. Tony Brown, what's going on? Tony Brown.
Tony T, what's going on, brother?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, here we go. Preseason football. We're going to go to 7:30 Eastern time.
Am I frozen?
No, you're okay now. Well, you are frozen, but we got voice from you. So we want the pick. So we'll see how the video stream comes here. We got the Ravens here. Oh, we got some movement here now. Ravens hosting the Titans with Baltimore here down to minus 3.5 points. The total sits here at 32. Your video
I took the Titans just because the Ravens haven't lost in 20 straight games. So everything has to come to, all good things have to come to an end, man. These games, they shouldn't even really be having like a cap or whatever. Like nobody knows what's going on. So to say somebody's going to win and win by a certain amount of points, I just don't feel it. So I'm going to go with the Titans plus 3.5. I mean, the Ravens are on an incredible winning streak. They might pull it off, but they're not going to cover. It's going to be by a field goal, or the Titans might break this streak. Like, the streak's been going on so long, nobody was really paying attention. Now the whole world's all over it, and everybody's taking Ravens money line. All good things have to come to an end eventually. Take the Titans plus the 3 for the insurance points.
Yeah, you can also find, I got to change the graphic because as I was doing the graphic, the line moved. Now it's 3.5, so you don't have to buy. Tony might be happy to say you don't have to buy the hook. The bettors bought it for you.
Yes, always.
They don't have to. They bought it for you.
You already know that's. It's the smartest thing to do. Like when this game ends in a 3-point stance and you got that plus 5, you're gonna thank me later.
That's right. Tony Brown here on the Titans plus 3.5 here against the Ravens. Yeah, I was with you on this one. I think you're right. Everyone's on this angle. The Ravens have won 20 straight preseason games. They've covered, their cover rate is 18-1-1, but I think here this line's a little bit inflated because of those, right? Because of those numbers. And also, again, 3.5 is a lot to cover in a preseason game. There is a backup battle just for the sidebar issues here. I know everybody's focusing here on the Ravens. They went through a lot of injuries. Dobbins got hurt. There are 6 players on the PUP list for the Ravens, so they're going to be out with they're going to miss a lot of players. Remember, sometimes they would play some of their defensive starters. We know that the quarterback doesn't play very often in the preseason. Maybe one game last year, Lamar Jackson. But there is a backup battle in Tennessee. Just here for conversation's sake, Logan Woodside was a quarterback at Toledo. He's been the backup there for a couple years. Of course, Malik Willis comes in. He was highly touted, quarterback coming out of college, possibly a first-round pick, dropped to the third round, so maybe he's a little chip on his shoulder. But at this game, to me, Logan Woodside is trying to play for a backup role, and you get good money when you're a backup. He's been cashing those checks in 2020, 2021, hopes to cash in 2022. And, Willis doesn't pass him. That means the Titans will have to carry 3 quarterbacks because you're not going to cut a third-round pick. So, there is some battle there for that backup quarterback in Tennessee.
I mean, we just spoke about this yesterday. This is kind of why I don't bet on the preseason. It's like the storylines are almost like Disney or WWF or something. Tennessee actually does have something to play for with that quarterback battle back there. So no matter who's in the game, they're going to be gunning, and I think this is a chance for them to take Harbaugh's record. We'll see Lamar Jackson for maybe a series, a quarter at most, but again, no one wants to get any starters hurt. I don't even understand how Baltimore's won 20 straight games. That's like unbelievable. But because people don't keep an eye on preseason too much, that's how it got ran up to such a big number. But now with so much betting being available in every city, every palm of your hand, all the apps, people are like 20 in a row. We're all in, and that goes bad. So
that's when it goes
more
bad.
than anything, this is kind of just a fade to public. All good things come from it.
We saw this number go as high as 4. This was 4 yesterday. It came down to 3. So some of the sharp. And then there's been some push. So I'm thinking the public's pushing this back because we saw some sharp moves down to +3. Then we've seen it up to 3.5 because you're getting the volume in right now with the public. So again, I think the public's getting suckered in here. In this one, I think definitely the plus money is the way to take this one. Titans +3.5 here against the Ravens. This one too have a start time here, 7:30 Eastern time. This one will be on NFL Plus. You got to have that subscription to watch it live because it's going head-to-head with the NFL Network live game. All right, Tony Brown. Let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Showing great results here over the past 30 days. 549 units of profit. 2 games on the board here for Major League Baseball, 2 in preseason. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got both of those games for Major League Baseball. I actually had 6 games today. I had 2 3-packs. I went 2 out of 3 in the morning, so we cashed that 3-pack. And then we have the St. Louis game on right now. They're on life support, but they're still fighting. And then I got the 2 night games. So we'll cash both of those and make it a 2 out of 3 or a 3-0 for the night games. And you can still get them individually. You can't get the 3-pack because St. Louis started early, but pick up both of those plays and cash big.
That's right, guys. Go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Showing great results here the past 30 days. 549 units of profit, all documented. Also showing good profit last 7 days, coming off a winning day yesterday. Plays up there from Tony Brown. He's got the 2 plays up there from Major League Baseball. You can buy them individually. So get on board there. Also, the long-term pass will serve you well with Tony Brown 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase, of course, that 30-day pass will get you in action here with Major League Baseball. Of course, the first 2 weeks here of college football. But Tony Brown, your best value is that VIP 1-year all sports pass.
VIP 1 year, 365 days of play. No upselling, no games, no gimmicks. Every single pick I release from every single league, playoffs, championship picks included, for one low price. If you're serious about making money betting sports, you can't afford not to grab that pass.
That's right, guys. I got with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 1-year all sports pass. Tony Brown will be in action here 1 year. That covers postseason as well and playoffs from your NFL, college football. He's in action in basketball, pro, and college. NHL, where he does great work in the NHL, Major League Baseball. So get on board with Tony Brown's 1-year VIP all sports pass. We can save you 15% off when you use the promo code AUG15, AUG15. And you'll get you 15% off. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Let's get these winners tonight. Arenado looks at a strike 3 call with 2 runners on, and the Cardinals fall in that one. But we'll get them tonight. Tony Brown, talk with you again next week.
All right, thanks for having me, Tony. Appreciate being here.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the drive. Let's continue on your coverage, man. You got 2 runners on. Arenado looks at a strike 3. Come on, guys, swing the bat. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. By the way, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Now it's time to welcome in Millz Young. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work there. Also, catch him on that UFC show on Saturdays with Brad Francis. And, of course, we got double coverage here on this game between the Patriots and Giants because we have such a short card tonight. So Millz is coming in with the total, and then Jay will be coming in with the side. So we're going to get the total here from Millz. So let's go ahead and bring in Millz Young and find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Really great numbers this year in MMA. Take a look, over 2,000 units of profit. Millz, what's happening?
What's going on, everybody, man? How's everybody doing today? Blessed on this Thursday, Tony T.
Yeah, it's a great Thursday indeed. Football in the air. We're going to cover this game. You're going to give us the total in this one tonight, 7 Eastern Time. NFL Network has the Patriots here hosting the Giants. Giants favored here in this one by 3, total 35.
Man, yeah. So when it comes to this game right now, a lot of people want to know who's going to win. I don't know. So I ain't going to give you that to tell a friend. I'm going to give you something that's going to give you a little money in your pocket, and that's the over. I'm on this game being over. Over 35.5, I think it's at. When you look at this game, all right, we're going to break it down on the Giants side. You got Daniel Jones. Nobody's impressed with. He had one of his worst practices, I think, last week. So he definitely wants to go out there and impress his coaches and show his team members that, hey, I can actually hold it down for the team and win some games for you guys. On the backup side, Tyrod Taylor, man, he's looking at Daniel Jones like, I could take your spot at any given day. So he wants to come out there and give you guys a hell of a game. He wants you guys to remember, back in the days how he played at Buffalo, So I look for him to impress, to go out there and actually try to put up some points. Then you got the receiving core. I think they got, who is it over there? They got Shepard, they got Slayton, and I think that's really it that really scratches the surface on my mind over there. But you got those guys, and they're going to be trying to put up as well. They got a new running back in the backfield. I think they signed Breida as well, so look for him to get acclimated with the offense a little bit. And then on the Patriots side, Brian Hoyer, he's been with this team like 3 times now, so he's going to be fighting for that backup spot. They got a rookie in there. I want to say his name's Bailey Zapp or something. And after you're done with this, go look at his bio picture and then look at Mac Jones. I swear they're the same. I don't know what it is ESPN did. They put the same picture on the same bio picture. But Bailey Zapp pretty much played at Western Kentucky, so that's where he's coming from. He's going to be going in there trying to score some points. Brian Hoyer, he's going to be trying to hold down his spot. So look for the over to cash in here. A lot of these players got a lot to play for.
They certainly do. And I will remind everyone, when people that talk about the preseason mean nothing, the minimum salary in the NFL when you make the team is $660,000 a year. So it gets higher and higher, Millz. There is something to play for, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'll be honest, man, like Brian Hoyer, yes, he's going to be your blanket quarterback, but you don't really need that, So he could be on the outskirts because the Patriots only go to camp after they're done with 2 quarterbacks. The majority of them do. So, that's what I look for in there, to where, they could actually look at it to where it's like, hey, we actually don't need you again. We know what you can do. So, yeah, and Tyrod Taylor, like I said, he wants to go out there and snatch Daniel Jones' spot. He wants to show everybody, look, I can lead. I can talk in the huddle. I can put up some points with you guys. I can play turnover-free football. So that's what I'm looking at right here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Zapp, we saw him at Western Kentucky with all this high-flying offense, putting up points galore. We'll see if he does that here. Of course, I'm looking here late in the game against 3rd and 4th stringers where Zapp can get you in the end zone with his legs as well.
Yeah, that could definitely happen too. So yeah, that's the other thing. You're gonna have the speedsters out there that needs to get in the end zone, that needs to get those touches. So 35 to me isn't high. And I actually lean the Giants to win in this game. If you ask me, who's gonna win in the game, and you seen that first game, the Hall of Fame game, that went over. The Raiders got that pretty much over just by themselves. So I definitely look for 35 points to be able to cash tonight.
Yeah, that Raiders running back, they have the running back position. Huge advantage there for the Raiders in that game there against the Jaguars. We've got the Patriots, Giants over 35. This one will have a start time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Millz, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs PM for tonight. Action, and we still have two games on the board from NFL, 2 from Major League Baseball. Of course, we've got to bring up this MMA record. It's been amazing here. 2,247 units of profit in MMA for 2022. That is outstanding. For Millz, you can catch Millz on the weekends with Brad on after the morning shows on Saturday with his UFC show. But he's been on fire here. All right, Millz, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
All right, man. So today I got one play up there. Didn't like too much on the slate. But I do love this play. Yeah, and I might be going against the grain on this one. It is what it is. But I like this play a lot. It's one baseball play on there. But Tony, you already know what it is. It's Thursday, man. So go ahead and get that 3-day pass. Why? Because UFC's right around the corner. I got plays that I'm already typing up as we speak on there. So if you get that 3-day pass right now, you're gonna get that single play today, my plays for tomorrow, and then all my UFC picks for Saturday. Already got 3 picks that I'm already eyeing on the card. I like a lot of underdog money on this UFC card coming up in San Diego. I'm gonna be live at the event, so I can really get a better eye on it, to get my bets to cash live in the flesh, So come on and get that 3-day pass and let's cash these checks.
That's right. Cash the checks here with Millz Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here: 2,247 units of profit in MMA for 2022, all documented. You can verify that by going to Millz Handicapper page, going down to pick history. You can see every play that he's documented on the board tonight. An MLB big bet of the day, so get on board with that. $15. Credit guarantee must win, or those amount is credited back in your account for more picks. That's what credit guarantee means. Not on the long-term passes because they're still at a discounted rate, like this 3-day all sports pass. Get the 3 days from Millz. Get all his baseball for 3 days. If he's in action in preseason football, that would be in there as well. And don't forget the MMA picks that will be on Saturday. That will be part of the 3-day all sports pass, where Millz has been on absolute fire in the MMA. 2,247 units of profit. He covers that extensively. He's been around the MMA world for some time, so he knows his stuff inside and out. So get on board with Millz with that 3-day all sports pass right now. We're going to save you some money, 15% off when you use that promo code AUG15 at checkout. AUG, that's a promo code for Pick Dogs, the sports chat here for August. And you can access Millz page by clicking the link in the description. Look for the All Cappers tab on the top. Click it and get signed up. All right, Millz, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk next week, but I know you've got that MMA show with Brad here on Saturdays on the Pick Dog channel right after the morning show on Saturdays.
Yeah, we're going to be going live. It's going to be early, too. It goes on right after the Pick Dogs morning show. Last week, I went 2-1 on my premium picks out there. I had one hiccup out there. But my lottery pick parlay cash, my best dog of the night cash. So, we go through the whole card and we go through 2 fights on the prelim, go over the main card, give you our best dog, our best pick, and our best lottery pick parlay. So, if you guys been looking and watching the show, I know you guys been cashing with us. So we're just going to keep that thing going. It's going to be live in San Diego. So it's going to be an early card. It's kicking off at 4:30 Eastern. That's 1 p.m. Pacific time for other people out there. So, yeah, don't wait because if you wait, it might be too late. Those numbers is going in our favor.
That's right, guys. You got to make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. So when Millz and Brad are live, you're live with them. So you can get into the best numbers there on the Pick Dogs channel. All right, Millz, as always, great having your show. Keep up that great success. We'll tune into your show on Saturday, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, Tony, man, you're doing a good job, man. Hey, y'all get some new welcome to the new guy on Pick Dogs, man. He's coming in. I think he went 2-0 on his debut yesterday. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna give you some of the cash today. Ain't that right, Jay?
That is right. Jay is coming up next. Thanks, Millz. Millz here on the drive to Let's transition now. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. It's 2-0 from yesterday. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, the newest edition. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony? What's up, man? Shout out Millz, man. Shout out Millz.
Yeah, we got this game double covered here. We got double coverage on this Patriots and Giants game. So here we go. Millz is going to bring home the total you're going to bring home here aside in this one. The Patriots here hosting the Giants. The Giants -3, total 35.
So granted, guys, this is preseason. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to work a little angle for you guys, but granted, this is preseason. So, but look, the Patriots, they have won the last 3 of their preseason openers. They've covered the spread in those last 3 games, and they went 3-0 in the preseason last year. The Giants, however, in the preseason last year went 0-3. They were not a good football team. They didn't cover in their preseason opener. That was the angle I worked in this game. I know the Giants got their starters in there for a little bit, and I know Mac Jones is not in there for the Patriots, so we'll see how that goes. But I still like the Patriots on the money line tonight. I think they can sneak a little win in there. I like Brian Hoyer. He a veteran. He's been in the league for a minute. He got some starting caliber. And then Zach, what is his, the
Zap.
whatever the guy's name?
Yeah.
Zap. I like Zap. Zap make plays. Zap makes plays. So I expect him to make some plays tonight. Try to get him a backup role somewhere in the league. If not, stay with the Patriots. You know, hey, I'm just glad football is back tonight. So you know what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to go put no big money on this game, but I'm sprinkling just a little bit on it, just because I'm glad football is back, man.
Yeah, football is back, and we got limited card tonight. So Jay will be looking here at the Patriots money line plus 135 against the Giants. Why not? They're home. They've covered 8 of 11 preseason games. More importantly, they've won 9 of their past 11 preseason games. And of course, the Giants are pretty much a brand new head coach, brand new defensive coordinator, brand new offensive coordinator. So there's a lot of change there. The stability there in New England is the coach, and that is Bill Belichick. And it's the serious mode that he takes in preseason, right? It's not laughing, it's not joking. He's all business, and I think the players play off that.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think they come in focused. They trying to, like you said, new staff, not same head coach, but new staff around them. I think they try to get some things implemented. I like the Patriots tonight. The Giants, they're the Giants. I'm a big Cowboys fan. The Giants are the Giants, man. They just they never seem to get it right, man. So we'll see what goes on tonight.
And it's an interesting change of course here with Hoyer, the quarterback under center, and Zapp, sort of the run and shoot type of guy. It's going to kind of throw him off a little bit. I think when Zapp comes in, he could probably make some plays, even plays with his legs here, because it's going to be a total different type of quarterback that comes in with these two. So it should be interesting. Of course, what the Patriots like to do with their draft picks, they like to coach them up, and if they can't play them, they'll just try to trade him. They got him in the 5th round, maybe get a 3rd round pick. That's what they try to do, is they try to get more for what they got him for, and they do that by coaching up these guys. So when you're on the Patriots, man, you're going to be coached, no doubt about that. And you're usually going to play.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt about that. Patriots money line plus 135 against the Giants. This one will have a start time 7 Eastern time over on NFL Network. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. 2 on the board from Major League Baseball, 2 from NFL preseason. What do you have going on over at the site?
So my MLB best bet, man, is 5 of his last 6, man. I've been smashing that. It was this morning or earlier today. It cashed today again. So y'all guys want to hop on that for the future. Tomorrow I'll look to do the same. I got an NFL play on there tonight, just for a little fun, But I really like to play on there tonight, so guys can hop on that. Other than that, man, I got my NFL season pass up there. Really, guys, hop on there. I promise y'all, that's the best value you're going to find out here. We're going to cash a lot of money in NFL this season. You guys want to hop on that. My 3-day, 7-day, 30-day is up there as well. Let's make some money together, man. Let's make some money.
Let's make some money here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Pim tonight. Looking for action tonight. He's got his NFL best bet of the day up there right now. $15 credit guarantee, must win, or that amount is credited back into your account for more picks. So that's what credit guarantee means. Also, the long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. We told you that 1 month all sports pass, 30 days covers up all of Jay's baseball, all of his preseason football, and the first 2 weeks of college football is in play as we get the college football rolling here the last week here of August, and this will cover you.
Too.
Yep, college football early September as well. So good time to get on board. A lot of those Friday, Saturday games when we get those midweek games in as well. Of course, we're talking about that NFL season pass. You get every NFL game here, premium play here from Jay. When you get on board with his NFL season pass, it covers not only preseason, regular season, as well as postseason. And don't forget that promo code at checkout, AUG15, AUG15, and you will save 15% off at checkout. So be sure to sign up. All right, Jay.
Sir.
That's right. That's what.
Hey guys, also put me in the 2-for-1 capper special with Millz, Tony, or even like Big Al, man. I promise you guys cannot go wrong if you do that neither. So look to do that.
Yep, go 2-for-1 on the capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay. As always, great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Hey guys, if you missed our picks, don't worry. We'll be back with them here at the end of the show. We've got all the picks covered here from the 2 baseball, 2 NFL games. So we'll have that recap for you in just a minute after I get my pick. So let me get my card up for you tonight. We're going to be looking here at Major League Baseball a little differently. I was trying to get creative here. I was looking for some value here on a game, and I found one here that I think I like here. It's going to be from this Orioles game tonight against the Red Sox, 7 Eastern time. The Red Sox favorite here, minus 120. The total sits at 10. Are you ready for this? I'm going to take Baltimore to lead after 3 innings. Look at this return, plus 290. Now the push, the ties lose in this one. So if it's 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, then it's a loser. I found this over at FanDuel. Found that at FanDuel. You can get the Orioles to lead after 3 innings here at plus 290. And we do have Austin Voth goes tomorrow, so it will be Dean Creamer on the mound. But you look at Winkowski, right? Winkowski, the starter for Boston, 10 starts, ERA 4.68, WHIP of 1.50. He's a contact pitcher. He's given up 14% strikeouts, so they hit him. 8% walks, 1.44 home runs per 9 innings. We know the Orioles have been hot. They won 7 of 8. Of course, they did have some comebacks in there, so you got to be up after 3. I understand that, but Boston, they were swept in their 2-game series against the Braves. I don't think the bullpen will be much of a factor in 3 innings, even though their bullpen has been pretty poor. But you look at the Orioles, they're hitting 276 against right-handers over their past 10 games. And again, Winkowski at home, ERA over 6, WHIP of 1.73. Come on. Give me the Orioles to lead after 3 innings here at plus 290. All right, guys, you can check me out over at Pick Dogs. I've been hitting really well with this $15 premium. I have that up there right now on the board, so get on board with it. I'm number 2 unit producer in Major League Baseball for the year right now over at Pick Dogs. So get on board. You can get on board with one of my long-term passes, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all my premium plays for that time period you select. When you go over to my handicapper page and you make that purchase, of course, also part of the 2-point capper promotion, you can match me up with our great cappers here on the show with Big Al, with Jay, with Millz, with Damian, Alex Smart. 2-point capper promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. Don't forget my $15 premium is up there right now, so get on board with it. It starts here at the top of the hour. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It is now time to recap the plays from tonight's show. All right, here we go. We got to start here with Alex Smart. We're going to look at this one, this preseason football for tomorrow. Remember, only 4 games really in prime time, so we're going to look at this one here. The Packers plus 2.5 against the 49ers. That's NFL preseason for Friday. Then Damian here on the Reds, Cubs under 9. Big Al was on the Red Sox, Orioles under 10. Tony Brown says take the Titans plus, it's now 3.5, plus 3.5. The public is getting in here. They're playing that angle here with the Ravens. Oh, they've won 20 in a row. And, like Tony Brown says, I think it might be a little inflated here, especially when you have a Ravens team that has 6 guys on the PUP list. Millz here on the Patriots, Giants over 35. Jay was on the Patriots money line plus 135 against the Giants. Yours truly, Orioles to lead after 3 innings here at plus 290. Remember, the ties lose in this one. Ties lose. You got to be up after 3 innings. I like that value there on the Orioles, especially against Winkowski, who has not put up good numbers at home. The one I like the most, boy, there's a lot I like here. There's a lot I like here. But you know what? Since they moved that one to the hook, I got to take the Titans here, plus 3.5 against the Ravens. Again, we talked about that battle for the backup position, and that's what you're going to see in action here. You're going to see Willis here trying to take away Woodside's job, and if he does, then the Titans only have to carry 2 quarterbacks, right? But if Willis can't beat him out, then there'll be 3 quarterbacks there. So there's, I think, a little bit more motivation here for Woodside here to win that job, that backup job. Remember, the minimum salary in the NFL is $660,000, and our man Matt Capper coming in, he likes it. We didn't catch the WNBA. I put it up there. I put the WNBA and the CFL, but our Cappers, I don't force their hands, guys. So they did not come in with that, but the Matt Capper likes LA Sparks here in his WNBA pick. And you guys check out the chat room. A lot of good discussions going there. That'll do it here for this edition here of the Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. Bring in our Cappers. We'll have plays. A lot of preseason games. Look at a 5-game preseason card. We'll now have like 15 games from Major League Baseball. So big card to choose from here for Friday. So make sure you tune in, like, and subscribe. You definitely want to set notifications and be live with us. So when we give out the picks, you'll be able to get those best numbers when you set those notifications. And of course, be sure to tune in to Pick Dogs every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time for that morning show. You got Chris and you got Mitch. Of course, don't forget all the video series over at Pick Dogs. We have Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. We have Brian's Take It to the Bank, as well as his Fast 5, his video series. He has 2 video series, so keep an eye on that, as well as Ron Romanelli with his MLB rundown, running down every game from Major League Baseball with a pick and a rundown. So check that out. Also, we have the parlay from Javon, and also we have the MMA show. Saturdays after the morning show, immediately following the show at 10 a.m. each time, you have Millz and you have Brad Francis with the MMA show for the UFC for the Saturday in San Diego. So again, we always tell you guys to subscribe. But again, when you set those notifications, when we go live, you'll get notified. So especially for the Saturday show, because Millz has been on fire with those MMA picks. You saw the numbers, over 2,000 units of profit. So you want to tune in there because he knows his stuff. He's been covering MMA for a long time. We'll go and check out his personal Twitter account. You'll see he has a lot of expertise in this field. He interviews the fighters. I'm pretty sure he got credentialed into this one here in San Diego, nearby from Southern California. So I'm pretty sure he got credentialed there. He'll be with his laptop there, possibly doing the show there. So be sure to tune in then here on the Pick Dogs channel for his show. All right, that'll do for tonight, guys. Let's bring in our cappers from tonight's show. Going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow night